Jules here from Joolsedesigns and JT Creations. So what we're going to do is we're going to do some page pockets. This is usually what I do for most of my journals. I like the book page sliders and I like to put envelopes in them. I've hand painted this one. Now I did it in acrylics. I normally do it in watercolour. But I'm going to do the rest in watercolour because I've found my twinkling H2Os. I've put water in them and activated them ready. I'm sorry, I've had these for years. I don't know what colours they are. I took them out of the packaging and put them onto sort of like the, you know, the CD ends and stuck them on. For easy storage and use. So what I'm going to do is going to take, now these are the papers that I did the mixed media on the other day, and what I did was I just trimmed it, turned that one in and turned that one in there. But what I want is I want that on that side as well, so I'm just going to trim down that edge. There we are, and that way I can make my pocket deeper or shallower. But what I will do first is I'll put my thumb notch in. And to find the middle, all I do is I just get the two ends, just nip the middle, put the two ends together, and that's that done. So we've got one there. Now the writing's that way, so that goes on that side of the book. I've got one here that I did for this side. Now this one hasn't got any paint on it, but what I want to do is I want to get a better thumb notch than that. So this one will just trim. So it's made a mark so I can trim around the edge. And that one is stuck, so that one's that one. Another one that I've already prepared and stuck goes that way. And again, this one will go that way, and this one's a painted one, so I'm just... So this one I did the same size as that one, and I have stuck this one down. So I'm going to do some painting. I want some holly and some fir trees. So I've got my greens and my blues. Just wet my and what I'm doing is I'm just going to mop that a bit and take some more. So twinkling H2Os, I mean, I've had these for years. They were made in the States and they were quite big. I don't think the company, I might be wrong, it might still be about, but I bought these on TV shop. I think it was Create and Craft. It might have been QVC, I don't know. But I loved them, and it was kind of one of the first mixed media mediums that came out. and I think we'll have a little bit of light here. And just let that move in a bit. We'll go back to this darker green, and I have sketched with a pencil the holly, although that one I just did freehand, I didn't sketch. But I seem to be creating more scenes in this journal. I'm just going to take, I don't know whether I wet that yet, I did. Take a bit more of this. Okay. You don't have to be precise with holly. It can be, if you go and add a holly tree in the garden when we were down in Brampton, and I don't think there was one leaf the same as the other, and that's nature, isn't it? And we'll just put a little bit of the darker here. And then I think we'll try this one here. And then what I want to do is I want to do a Christmas tree green down here with some branches. I have sketched them a little bit. And we'll take a bit of that green. Okay, so just a line. And just flicking nothing in particular, just flick. And obviously when I've filled the brush with paint it will be more intense, but as the brush empties of paint it will get faint. Which is fine, and because there's 3 greens I haven't totally mixed it, so it will show different colours. As you can see there, and that's fine. And these are they're pearlized, so it gives like a nice effect. I used to use these, I mean they've lasted me. I used to use them quite a lot, and then I kind of forgot about them. When I did my card crafting, I I used to paint a lot of the cards. At Christmas I'd paint a snowman, and then what I used to do was I used to scan it and use it like a digital. Now I'm just going in with the lighter colours. And it doesn't have to be perfect. I think we'll have another branch down here. And just flick it. I'm not an expert on watercolouring, I just dabble, as I've said before. However, I have got a degree, an A-level in art. When I was hairdressing, when I was at college doing my apprenticeship, one of the things you do is art. And the lecturer that we had was a lecturer across the road at the art college. And so I used to go over there and do classes as well on top of my hairdressing. I quite enjoyed it. Just and just put some spikes in. There we are. Now I do have a deep red somewhere. This one. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to do some little holly berries. It might be a bit too deep, but never mind. So, and again, these don't have to be perfect. And we'll do some at the end of these. Some little tiny ones. And if they mix with the green and the branch, they'll just go brown, which is fine. And there's no particular, they're not even perfectly round. Oh, that's my husband coming back in. I'll be back in a minute. I am back. It was just my husband coming in, so I finished that off. As you can see, I don't know whether you can see the pearly bits, and I just filled in a couple of more branches and brought a branch down here, so it just looks like the edge of a Christmas tree. So what we'll do is we'll work on this one, and what I've done is I've just glued the edges And what I do is when I put it on the page, I'll glue it, stitch it, and then just cut the bits off. So I'm swithering. I think what we'll do is we'll do tree branches here as well. And we'll do this one, so I'm just going to stick this lip down. But what I did find was from my card crafting days, these are like rub-ons, but it rubs on glue and you can put glitter on it. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put the snowman down here, and this is just pearlized white. I didn't activate this one, so it'll just take a couple of minutes. On here, and there you can see. So I'm just going to dry it off. I'll be back in a minute. Okay, so I'm back. So it's dry. As you can see a subtle seam some snowflakes. And then this. So as I say, it's like a rub-on, but it's glue. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to put him on here and rub him probably would have been good with mica powders, this. I've had these for years, so I don't know where I got them from. It's probably been in a kit that I've got to demo. I don't even know it's by because there's no packaging on it. But if you wanted to, you could actually do these with a glue pen. Oh, see, it's pulled a bit of paper off. The glue's quite good. Must have been a little bit wet. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to put some fine snow glitter down. Again, these, I don't know where, I think these have come from QVC at one point. And we'll put this away. So as you can see, we've now got a glittery snowman. I'll let him settle a bit and then I'll give him a brush. But I think what we will do is we will put some little bits of, so this is a quickie glue pen. I use these with my scan and cut for doing foiling. I have a foiling quill, but sometimes I like to do my own. But I'm not going to use the fine glitter on that one. I'm going to use this Kiddie's Coarse glitter. And put some over the snowman in case there's anything. These ones I got in B&M. I think you get 12 pots, all different colours. But they're handy for... Alright. So there we are. We have you can see, and we've got the Christmas tree with the berries. We've got the Christmas tree with the baubles, and they're in watercolours, and that was done when I was just playing about. That's holly. So I hope you get something from this, even if it's just getting your paints out and playing. If you're doing it on book pages, you're not breaking anything, you're not ruining anything. It's a bit of paint, a bit of water, and a book page. As I say, I'm not a professional artist. I'm qualified, but not to teach or anything. So this is just craft along and hints and tips. So I'll see you in the next video. Bye.